Stop! Before you scroll, you believe everything has a beginning. Your birthday, this video, the Earth, even the Big Bang. But what if I told you that nothing in physics or ancient Hindu scripture actually supports that idea? Most religions say, in the beginning, God created. Atheists say, in the beginning, there was a singularity. But the oldest book in the world, the Rigveda, starts with a paradox so dangerous it was almost lost to history. Once you hear it, you will never believe in nothing again. Let me ask you a question that breaks your brain. How do you get something from nothing? If I hold up my empty hand and say, abracadabra, does a coffee mug appear? No, that's magic, not reality. Yet almost every creation story on Earth relies on this exact logical fallacy. Christianity says God spoke, and light appeared out of the void. Science says a quantum fluctuation caused a singularity to explode. But here's the cheat code nobody tells you. The Hindu scripture known as the Nasadiya Sukta, the hymn of creation, doesn't try to solve that paradox. It rejects the question itself. Listen to these words. Then even nothingness was not, nor existence, that one breathed, windless, by its own impulse. Do you see the trap? They are saying that time, space, and causality did not exist. You cannot ask what came before the universe, because before is a function of time. If time didn't exist, the universe simply is. Here is the bold claim that is going to make religious scholars and physicists angry at me simultaneously. The universe did not begin. It has always been here. And before you call me a crazy mystic, let's look at the science they don't teach in high school. The law of conservation of mass states that matter cannot be created or destroyed. It only changes form. If matter cannot be created, then how did the Big Bang create it? It didn't. It just changed form. The Catholic Church hates this because it removes the need for a first cause, a God pushing the first domino. Atheist physicists hate this because even when they write books called A Universe from Nothing, they admit their nothing is actually a quantum vacuum full of potential energy. That isn't nothing. That is something. Hinduism solved this 3,500 years ago. They call it Anadi, without beginning, and Ananta, without end. The universe is a cycle, a snake eating its own tail. The Big Bang wasn't the start. It was just a heartbeat in an infinite ocean of time. But wait, if the universe has no beginning, we hit a logical wall. If you go back infinite years, how did we ever get to today? If yesterday was infinite, you never reach now. Mathematicians call this the paradox of actual infinity. Philosophers love it. Physicists lose sleep over it. Here is the war. The Christian view says in the beginning, God, linear time, a start, an end. The nihilist view says random explosion, no meaning, no purpose. The Hindu view says you have been here before. You will be here again. Eternal cycles of creation and destruction called pralaya. Who is right? Is your brain locked into the Western idea of a starting line? Because here is the kicker. The James Webb Space Telescope just found galaxies that are too old to exist. They look mature in a universe that scientists say was just born. The math is breaking. The telescope is seeing the Hindu model, a universe that has always been cycling. So was the universe always here? The honest answer from the Rigveda is terrifying. The very last line of the Nasadiya Sukta says this: He, the first origin of this creation, whether he formed it all or did not. Only he who watches it from the highest heaven knows. Or perhaps even he does not know. The scripture admits defeat. It says, we don't know. But here is the viral takeaway. Whether the Big Bang happened 13.8 billion years ago, or whether we are in an eternal cycle of creation and destruction, one thing is mathematically certain. You cannot get something from nothing. Therefore, existence is the default state. Nothingness is the illusion. If you believe in a beginner God, explain where God came from. If you say God always existed, congratulations. You just agreed with the Hindu concept of eternal existence. You just changed the name from Brahman to God. If you believe in the Big Bang, explain what exploded before time existed. You can't, because the word before requires time. Here is what is at stake. If you skip this video and stay locked into linear thinking, you will die afraid. Afraid of endings. Afraid of the silence. But if you adopt the Hindu lens, death becomes a door. The universe stops being a machine that is running down and starts being an endless ocean of conscious energy. This is the oldest debate in human history. The Christians say the word. The scientists say the bang. The Hindus say the breath. Which one breaks your brain the most? Comment below. Linear time or eternal cycle? Because if the universe has no beginning, then you have no end either.